Question 1. What are the primary duties and responsibilities of law enforcement officers? A. Enforcing traffic laws. B. Upholding ethical standards. C. Conducting community outreach. D. Issuing parking tickets. Correct answer. B. Upholding ethical standards. Explanation. Law enforcement officers are responsible for upholding ethical standards while enforcing laws and maintaining public safety. This includes acting with integrity, honesty, and fairness in all interactions with the community. Question 2. What is the role of law enforcement within the criminal justice system? A. Prosecuting offenders. B. Adjudicating disputes. C. Investigating crimes. D. Sentencing defendants. Correct answer. C. Investigating crimes. Explanation. Law enforcement officers play a critical role in investigating crimes, gathering evidence, and apprehending suspects. They work closely with prosecutors and other criminal justice professionals to ensure that justice is served. Question 3. Officer Smith responds to a domestic disturbance call involving a married couple. Upon arrival, he notices signs of physical violence. What should Officer Smith do next? A. Arrest both parties. B. Separate the individuals and assess the situation. C. Ignore the situation and leave. D. File a report without intervening. Correct answer. B. Separate the individuals and assess the situation. Explanation. In domestic disturbance situations, it's important for law enforcement officers to separate the parties involved to prevent further harm and assess the situation for potential risks. This allows for a thorough investigation and appropriate intervention. Question 4. How does community policing contribute to crime prevention? A. By increasing police presence in high crime areas. B. By building trust and collaboration with the community. C. By implementing strict law enforcement measures. D. By conducting random patrols. Correct answer. B. By building trust and collaboration with the community. Explanation. Community policing focuses on building strong relationships between law enforcement agencies and the communities they serve. By working together, law enforcement and community members can identify and address underlying issues that contribute to crime. Question 5. What is the importance of effective communication in law enforcement? A. To issue commands to suspects. B. To build rapport with community members. C. To intimidate individuals. D. To avoid interacting with the public. Correct answer. B. To build rapport with community members. Explanation. Effective communication is essential for law enforcement officers to build trust and rapport with community members. It helps in gathering information, de-escalating situations, and resolving conflicts peacefully. Question 6. Why is physical fitness important for law enforcement officers? A. To compete in sports competitions. B. To maintain a healthy lifestyle. C. To perform job duties effectively. D. To socialize with colleagues. Correct answer. C. To perform job duties effectively. Explanation. Physical fitness is crucial for law enforcement officers to perform their job duties effectively, including pursuing suspects, handling emergency situations, and maintaining personal safety. Question 7. What is the role of critical thinking in law enforcement? A. To follow orders without question. B. To make informed decisions under pressure. C. To avoid difficult situations. D. To rely solely on intuition. Correct answer. B. To make informed decisions under pressure. Explanation. Critical thinking enables law enforcement officers to analyze complex situations, consider various perspectives, and make informed decisions under pressure. It helps in assessing risks and choosing the most appropriate course of action. Question 8. What are Miranda rights and when are they applicable? A. Rights guaranteed to crime victims. B. Rights related to firearm ownership. C. Rights of the accused during police interrogation. D. Rights of law enforcement officers. Correct answer. C. Rights of the accused during police interrogation. Explanation. Miranda rights are constitutional rights that protect individuals under police custody from self-incrimination during interrogation. They must be read to suspects before questioning to ensure their rights are upheld. Question 9. What factors should law enforcement officers consider before using deadly force? A. Suspect's race. B. Suspect's age. C. Immediacy of threat. D. Suspect's gender. Correct answer. C. Immediacy of threat. Explanation. Law enforcement officers should only use deadly force when faced with an imminent threat of death or serious bodily harm to themselves or others. Factors such as the immediacy of the threat and the availability of alternative options should be considered before using deadly force. Question 10. Officer Jones encounters a suspicious individual behaving erratically in a public park. What actions should Officer Jones take to ensure safety? A. Approach the individual aggressively. B. Maintain a safe distance and assess the situation. C. Ignore the individual and continue patrol. D. Engage in physical confrontation immediately. Correct answer. B. Maintain a safe distance and assess the situation. Explanation. In scenarios involving suspicious behavior, it's important for law enforcement officers to maintain a safe distance, assess the situation for potential threats, and determine the appropriate course of action to ensure the safety of themselves and others. Rushing into a situation without proper assessment can escalate tensions and lead to unnecessary risk. Question 11. What are some key legal principles that govern law enforcement activities? A. Personal preferences of officers. B. Public opinion. C. Constitutional rights. D. Social media trends. Correct answer. C. Constitutional rights. Explanation. Law enforcement activities are governed by legal principles outlined in the Constitution, such as the protection of individual rights, due process, and equal protection under the law. Question 12. What is the purpose of due process in the criminal justice system? A. To expedite criminal proceedings. B. To ensure fair treatment for all individuals. C. To bypass legal procedures. D. To prioritize certain cases over. Correct answer. B. To ensure fair treatment for all individuals. Explanation. Due process guarantees that all individuals are treated fairly and impartially under the law, regardless of their background or circumstances. It protects against arbitrary actions by law enforcement and ensures procedural fairness in legal proceedings. Question 13. Officer Brown responds to a traffic accident involving multiple vehicles. What steps should Officer Brown take to secure the scene? A. Leave the scene unattended. B. Direct traffic around the accident. C. Assess injuries and provide medical assistance. D. Secure the area and gather evidence. Correct answer. D. Secure the area and gather evidence. Explanation. In the event of a traffic accident, it's essential for law enforcement officers to secure the scene to prevent further accidents or tampering with evidence. This includes redirecting traffic, assessing injuries, and collecting relevant information for investigation purposes. Question 14. How does cultural diversity awareness benefit community policing efforts? A. By promoting discrimination. B. By fostering inclusivity and understanding. C. By enforcing strict immigration policies. D. By ignoring cultural differences. Correct answer. B. By fostering inclusivity and understanding. Explanation. Cultural diversity awareness allows law enforcement officers to better understand and serve diverse communities by promoting inclusivity, respect, and understanding of different cultural norms and practices. Question 15. What role does active listening play in effective communication for law enforcement officers? A. To dominate conversations. B. To understand the perspective of others. C. To interrupt and assert authority. D. To ignore feedback from community members. Correct answer. B. To understand the perspective of others. Explanation. Active listening involves fully engaging with individuals to understand their perspectives, concerns, and needs. It allows law enforcement officers to build trust, gather information, and address community issues effectively. Question 16. How does stress management contribute to the overall well-being of law enforcement officers? A. By ignoring stressors. B. By seeking professional help. C. By practicing healthy coping mechanisms. D. By avoiding stressful situations. Correct answer. C. By practicing healthy coping mechanisms. Explanation. Stress management techniques help law enforcement officers cope with the demands of their job and maintain overall well-being. This includes practicing healthy coping mechanisms such as exercise, mindfulness, and seeking support from peers or professionals. Question 17. Why is ethical decision-making important for law enforcement officers? A. To prioritize personal interests. B. To uphold public trust and confidence. C. To exploit vulnerabilities. D. To disregard legal standards. Correct answer. B. To uphold public trust and confidence. Explanation. Ethical decision-making is essential for law enforcement officers to maintain public trust and confidence in their actions. It involves considering the ethical implications of decisions and acting with integrity, honesty, and fairness. Question 18. What is the significance of search and seizure laws in law enforcement? A. To violate individual privacy rights. B. To protect individuals from unreasonable searches. C. To bypass legal procedures. D. To prioritize law enforcement objectives. Correct answer. B. To protect individuals from unreasonable searches. Explanation. Search and seizure laws protect individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement officers. They ensure that searches are conducted based on probable cause and with proper legal authority, safeguarding individual privacy rights. Question 19. When should law enforcement officers use de-escalation techniques? A. Only as a last resort. B. Before using force. C. After using deadly force. D. Never. Correct answer. B. Before using force. Explanation. De-escalation techniques should be used by law enforcement officers before resorting to the use of force whenever possible. They help reduce tensions, calm situations, and minimize the need for physical intervention. Question 20. Officer Taylor encounters a mentally distressed individual wielding a knife in a public park. What actions should Officer Taylor take to de-escalate the situation? A. Draw firearms and issue commands. B. Approach the individual aggressively. C. Maintain a safe distance and establish rapport. D. Ignore the individual and leave the scene. Correct answer. C. Maintain a safe distance and establish rapport. Explanation. In scenarios involving mentally distressed individuals, it's crucial for law enforcement officers to maintain a safe distance, establish rapport, and communicate calmly to de-escalate the situation and avoid confrontation. Rushing into the situation or escalating tensions can increase the risk of harm to both the individual and the officer. Question 21. What are some ethical dilemmas that law enforcement officers may encounter in their line of duty? A. Accepting bribes. B. Upholding confidentiality. C. Providing community service. D. Respecting individual rights. Correct answer. A. Accepting bribes. Explanation. Law enforcement officers may face ethical dilemmas such as accepting bribes, maintaining confidentiality, balancing community service with enforcement duties, and respecting individual rights. Upholding ethical standards is essential for maintaining public trust and integrity within the profession. Question 22. How do criminal laws differ from civil laws? A. Criminal laws regulate disputes between individuals. B. Civil laws address violations against society as a whole. C. Criminal laws focus on punishment rather than compensation. D. Civil laws involve criminal prosecutions. Correct answer. C. Criminal laws focus on punishment rather than compensation. Explanation. Criminal laws define offenses against the state and prescribe penalties for unlawful conduct, while civil laws address disputes between individuals or entities and typically involve compensation rather than punishment. Question 23. Officer Garcia encounters a suspicious individual loitering near commercial property late at night. What actions should Officer Garcia take to investigate the situation? A. Ignore the individual and continue patrol. B. Approach the individual aggressively. C. Establish contact and inquire about the purpose of their presence. D. Issue a citation for loitering. Correct answer. C. Establish contact and inquire about the purpose of their presence. Explanation. In scenarios involving suspicious behavior, it's important for law enforcement officers to establish contact with individuals, inquire about their activities, and assess the situation for potential risks or criminal activity. Question 24. How does problem-solving contribute to effective community policing? A. By ignoring community concerns. B. By addressing underlying issues contributing to crime. C. By implementing strict enforcement measures. D. By avoiding collaboration with community members. Correct answer. B. By addressing underlying issues contributing to crime. Explanation. Problem-solving in community policing involves identifying and addressing underlying issues that contribute to crime and disorder. It emphasizes collaboration between law enforcement agencies and community members to develop effective solutions and improve public safety. Question 25. Why is it important for law enforcement officers to use clear and concise language in their communications? A. To confuse individuals. B. To assert authority. C. To avoid misunderstandings. D. To intimidate others. Correct answer. C. To avoid misunderstandings. Explanation. Clear and concise communication helps law enforcement officers convey information effectively, minimize misunderstandings, and ensure that instructions or commands are understood and followed by individuals involved. Question 26. How do defensive tactics training contribute to officer safety? A. By promoting aggressive behavior. B. By encouraging confrontation. C. By providing skills to protect against physical threats. D. By ignoring potential risks. Correct answer. C. By providing skills to protect against physical threats. Explanation. Defensive tactics training equips law enforcement officers with the skills and techniques necessary to protect themselves and others against physical threats or attacks while minimizing the risk of injury. Question 27. What are some factors that may influence an officer's decision-making process? A. Personal biases. B. Objective assessment of situations. C. Ethical considerations. D. Collaboration with peers. Correct answer. A. Personal biases. Explanation. An officer's decision-making process may be influenced by personal biases, subjective interpretations of situations, ethical considerations, collaboration with peers, and the availability of information or resources. Question 28. How do search and seizure laws protect individual privacy rights? A. By allowing indiscriminate searches. B. By requiring probable cause and a warrant. C. By disregarding legal standards. D. By prioritizing law enforcement objectives. Correct answer. B. By requiring probable cause and a warrant. Explanation. Search and seizure laws protect individual privacy rights by requiring law enforcement officers to have probable cause and obtain a warrant before conducting searches or seizures, except in certain exigent circumstances. Question 29. What is the role of firearms safety in law enforcement training? A. To encourage reckless behavior. B. To prioritize firearm proficiency over safety. C. To prevent accidents and injuries. D. To disregard firearm regulations. Correct answer. C. To prevent accidents and injuries. Explanation. Firearms safety training in law enforcement emphasizes the importance of safe handling, storage, and use of firearms to prevent accidents, injuries, and unintended consequences during law enforcement operations. Question 30. Officer Martinez responds to a call about a suspicious package left unattended in a public area. What actions should Officer Martinez take to ensure public safety? A. Ignore the package and leave the scene. B. Approach the package without precautions. C. Evacuate the area and call for specialized assistance. D. Open the package to inspect its contents. Correct answer. C. Evacuate the area and call for specialized assistance. Explanation. In scenarios involving suspicious packages, it's important for law enforcement officers to prioritize public safety by evacuating the area, establishing a safe perimeter, and calling for specialized assistance from bomb disposal units or trained personnel to assess and handle the situation. Rushing to inspect or handle the package without proper precautions can pose significant risks to both officers and the public.